ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Game 1 of 2 tonight on C103 and Goodguysradiotv.com. That's right. If you'd like to watch these games, you are able to do so. I'm Ken Smith, along with Chris Blanton. We are courtside at Monroe High School, where game number 1 will feature the Fayetteville Lady Rockets facing off against the Middletown Christian Lady Eagles. Game number 2 will be Legacy Christian facing off against the Ripley Lady Blue Jays. And, of course, Legacy Christian, the Lady Knights. So that's what we've got on tap for you this evening. And this will be a this will be a district semifinal. They kind of bracket things a little bit different in the Southwest District versus the Southeast District, but they are considering those first 2 games now as a sectional semi and championship. That makes this third game, even though it's at the same location, same bracket, this will be a district semi-final game. The winner of this game and the next game as well will advance to play on Saturday at Troy High School in Troy, Ohio, in what would be the district championship. By the way, Brandon Rigdon is our producer on Goodguysradiotv.com tonight. Again, you can check that out at Goodguysradiotv.com or search for Good Guys Radio TV on Facebook or also on YouTube. That's my preferred way to watch. It just kind of fits the big screen at home real nice that way, so I like checking it out on YouTube. We're ready to get the Southern Hills Community Bank tip-off show underway. We'll do that when we come back right after this on the Shack Sports Radio Network, C103, and Good Guys Radio TV. ProGen's next-generation technology flooring is designed to stand up to the demands of modern life, and it's available now at the Winchester Carpet Outlet. Because ProGen is durable, waterproof, dimensionally stable, and easy to install, it can be used in any room, including rooms that are most prone to moisture and spills, like kitchens and baths. For top-quality flooring, service, and selection at prices that'll floor you, visit the Winchester Carpet Outlet, just off State Route 32 on Tri-County Road, just a few miles west of Winchester, Ohio, and online at winchestercarpetoutlet.com.
When you want the best in quality, you buy local. Nowhere is this more true than when it comes to the meat you serve on your dinner table. Roslow Freezer Beef has been the local, family-owned and operated choice in Fayetteville and Brown County for more than 40 years. And at just $5 per pound for ground beef, they're the reasonable choice too. Call Mark or Jenny Roslow to order or pick up by the quarter, half, or whole beef cow. That's 513-403-9265 for Roslow Freezer Beef. 513-403-9265.
Who is Barry Chevrolet? Why don't you ask your friends and neighbors? Because after 70 years and 4 generations in the automotive industry, odds are we've made a happy customer out of somebody you know. Hard-working, proud Americans drive Chevrolets, and that's why we sell them at Barry's. Hats off to everybody driving a Silverado truck. You're my kind of people. Barry Chevrolet, your best deal dealer.
Our beliefs matter. They're reflected in our words and actions. At First State Bank, we believe in treating people well, and have since 1884. Listening, caring, looking out for each other. It's what people deserve. It's what a real local bank does. While lots of things have changed over the years, our belief in you hasn't. First State Bank, built on belief.
Welcome back courtside, and welcome back to the Southern Hills Community Bank tip-off show. Chris Blanton joining me now, and we're going to talk a little bit about the Middletown Christian Lady Eagles. They play in the Metro Buckeye Conference, where they finished in second place with a 6-2 record. Pretty impressive record overall, too.
Yeah, they play some tough competition, too. So in that conference, you have Legacy Christian, who follows this against Ripley. They finished in first place, 20-3. Dayton Christian finished in third place. Miami Valley, fourth place. Emmanuel Christian Academy in fifth place. They have Yellow Springs in the conference, too, but I'm not sure they played any games this year.
Well, either they didn't have a team this year or they failed to report. But because they didn't lose any, they still show up ahead of Emmanuel Christian. Point average-wise, this team looks like they're in about that 50-point range, both in conference at 50.1, 50.3 non-conference, so overall record, or average, for points. They allow their opponents to score 35.5 points per game. and they are on a 3-game winning streak. And those opponents, 4-game winning streak. Those opponents, Chris, that they share with Fayetteville.
Yes, they both Middletown and Fayetteville have played Williamsburg that we're used to hearing about, and they both defeated Williamsburg, and they both defeated Miami Valley Christian earlier on in the year. Both of these teams very evenly matched as far as scoring-wise. And one more thing to add fuel to the fire, this Middletown Christian team lost to Fayetteville last year in the district semifinal. This game here,
right, it's a rematch,
57-36. So we have that to look forward to as well.
Looking at the other teams that Middletown Christian did lose this year, they lost to Thoroughgood Marshall. They also lost to Norwood, Middletown Madison, and I think Chris already said Legacy Christian Academy and Dixie High School, and then Legacy Christian again, and Woodward High School, another team they lost to. So they did lose some games this year, no doubt about it. And, of course, our Fayetteville Lady Rockets came out on the short side on some games as well. And we're going to talk about that when we come back right after this as we continue the Southern Hills Community Bank tip-off show on C103 and GoodGuysRadioTV.com.
Taste the snappy tomato pizza difference for yourself. Order from Seaman at 937-386-1010 or from West Union at 937-544-5583. Order online at snappytomato.com. That's the sound of your truck losing you money. Whether you're a major trucking operation or an independent owner, you're losing business. Let me give you some advice. Call Willie & Son Trucking. Their certified Caterpillar, Cummins, and Detroit experts can get your truck moving so you can get back to doing business. Call Willie & Son Trucking for an overhaul or glider kit rebuild at 937-763-9521. Keep your business rolling with Willie & Son Trucking.
I wanted to prove to myself that I could go to college and get my degree.
What if I went to Southern State? What if I'm able to go and become that nurse or that lawyer or that teacher? Southern State Community College allows students to rise above the circumstances that they're surrounded by and become something more than they ever dreamed possible.
Welcome to Jerry Haig Motors in Hillsboro, your local Chevrolet dealer for over 50 years. I am Steve Haig, owner, along with my twin daughters, Mindy and Mandy. We operate our family-owned business. We take care of our customers like friends and family. If you need a new Chevrolet or pre-owned vehicle, service, parts, or body shop, think of Jerry Haig Motors in Hillsboro. Proudly supporting the youth of our community. Stop in today for a great deal. Trade-ins welcome, financing available to qualified buyers.
Welcome back to the Southern Hills Community Bank Tip-Off Show. It's time to talk about the Fayetteville Lady Rockets. And, of course, they finished at the top of Division II in the Southern Hills Athletic Conference. 10-3 is their conference record, 16-7 overall. They average 52.6 points in the conference and averaging right at 52 points overall in the season and allowing their opponents to score only 39.4 points per game.
Yeah, and Fayetteville is peaking at the right time. They're winning. They've won 3 in a row. They have won 11 of their last 13, so playing very good basketball right now. To get here, they beat Miami Valley Christian, which we already mentioned, and Cincinnati Christian. They've won those 2 games by an average of about 30 to 40 points per game in those first 2 games there in the tournament. Middletown Christian, I should mention, defeated DePaul Cristo Rey in the first round to get to this point tonight to play Fayetteville.
Yeah, they elected to take the bye, whereas Fayetteville did not elect to take a bye. As we talked to head coach Tori Rummel, she wanted her team to see this floor before she knew that it would probably be a lopsided victory, but she wanted her team to see this floor and get familiar with it before they had to face off against serious competition. And serious competition is exactly what they're going to see tonight, Chris.
Yeah, and I talked about Miami Valley Christian. Fayetteville beat them 53-19. Middletown beat those guys 48-21. A little bit of the same. Again, we're almost like these are evenly matched teams here.
Yeah. I would agree. You look at point averages, we go deeper than they do as far as some point averages into the bench. And, of course, overall we go deeper because Middletown Christian only has 8 players on the bench, total on the roster, I should say. But they have 3 players averaging double figures.
Yeah, they do, and they're led by Hannah Geis, who is second overall in the conference, 14.7 points per game, plus an additional 7 rebounds per game, as well as Whitney Schauer, 12.5 points per game, and she was third in assists and 3.2 assists. Those two are, and then Olivia Schauer joins them with 11 points a game. But then you look at Fayetteville, and they have at least 5 girls that are averaging above 7 points per game. So I think the balance is out. They don't have to have the double figures. They've just got more balanced scoring.
And you never know who's going to get hot on any given night for the Fayetteville Lady Rockets.
True.
All right, we've got lots more to talk about, including the roster. I think that's what we'll do next. We'll look at the Middletown Christian Lady Eagles roster when we come back right after this on the Shack Sports Radio Network, C103, and Goodguysradiotv.com.
Do you have a roofing or siding project? At Higgins, they manufacture steel roofing and siding every business day. With 17 colors in stock and 70,000 pieces of trim, they are prepared to ship your project immediately. Remember Higgins for your 40-year warranted, Energy Star compliant, American-made steel roofing and siding. Located 7 miles west of Hillsboro on US Route 50 and on AC Avenue, just off 35 in Jackson. Call 800-782-4239 or visit them on the web at higginsroofing.com.
So I thought you quit. I tried.
You know that thing can blow up in your face, right?
We just watched a video in class about how nicotine can mess up the way your brain develops.
That's the last thing you need.
But for real, you should probably tell your parents.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Hey, can you come with me? Yeah, I got you. Let's go.
We could make a big, loud, expensive promo to talk about our high school sports coverage. Instead, we'll let our coverage speak for itself.
Plenty of time for a catch and release, and
oh, he drains it!
Right side, he pulls up for the 3, he hits.
We're sitting on pins and needles, and it is good.
Cherry picking out of hit she goes.
With the tomahawk finish.
Goes up, 2-hand monster dunk.
Your home for Shack Sports, C103, and Good Guys Radio TV. It's almost here.
Kopus for another long 3. Wow.
The biggest game of the year.
3-point shot on the buzzer. It's up. It's good.
The 39th annual C103 Shack Senior All-Star Games are coming Friday, March 22nd. Join us at North Adams High School for a night full of basketball action, featuring the girls and boys All-Star Games.
Welcome back courtside, ladies and gentlemen, to the Southern Hills Community Bank Tip-Off Show. It's time to take a look at the roster for the Middletown Christian Lady Eagles.
Thank you, Ken. The Lady Eagles come in with a record of 15-7. They finished second place in that conference that we mentioned earlier. They carry 8 girls on the roster, 2 seniors, 4 juniors, and 2 freshmen. And pay attention to the names because they're all going to be the same. Allie Tobler is number 1. She's a 5'5" freshman. A junior at 5'7" is number 3, Whitney Schauer. Number 5 is Jenny LaRue, a junior at 5'5". A junior at 5'6" is Olivia Schauer. She wears number 11. Number 12 is Jillian Geis. She's a 5'10" freshman. Number 12 is number 13 is a senior at 5'6", Ava Jordan. 25 is Alyssa Geis, a junior at 5'8". And number 34 is Hannah Geis, a senior at 5'11". Got a pair of twins in the Showers, and got 3 Geis sisters on this team out of 8 players. We got 5 of them that are related there. The coach is Ernie Hayes. The assistant is Jack Jordan. The athletic director, Nathaniel Bond. Principal, Alan Adadero. And the superintendent is Brian Williams.
That's a look at the roster for the Middletown Christian Lady Eagles. I mentioned earlier the winner of this game will advance to play on Saturday, which would be, March 2nd, correct? March 2nd. The time has not been announced, and I'm not exactly sure why that is, but at least when I looked at it today, it still said to be determined. Part of that could be because the Fayetteville Rockets, the boys, will also play on Saturday if they win tonight. So it didn't seem to matter at this level because you got them both playing which is why the crowd's going to be split for Fayetteville tonight as well.
Well, the game following, the Ripley Blue Jays, Lady Jays, if they win, they play the other game on March 2nd at Troy. It says to be determined as well.
Yep. So, by the way, if you are looking for the guys, the Fayetteville Rockets, that's on our sister station, 99.5 The Edge. It will tip off at about 6:45. So Don Bowles will probably be starting that broadcast in maybe another 15 minutes or so. Again, that tip-off scheduled for 6:45 for the Fayetteville Rockets. And they also are facing off against Middletown Christian. Kind of interesting, isn't it, Chris?
I just thought they just brought up all four teams here and played a girls and boys doubleheader.
Right. And could have sent Ripley over there.
That saved somebody some bus fees.
Right, yeah. I hadn't thought of that. That was a pretty good idea. They don't ask us that stuff, do they? Yeah. All right, we're going to take another quick break. We'll be back to look at the Fayetteville Lady Rockets right after this as we continue the Southern Hills Community Bank Tip-Off Show on C103 and Goodguysradiotv.com.
ProGen's next-generation technology flooring is designed to stand up to the demands of modern life, and it's available now at the Winchester Carpet Outlet. Because ProGen is durable, waterproof, dimensionally stable, and easy to install, it can be used in any room, including rooms that are most prone to moisture and spills, like kitchens and baths. For top-quality flooring, service, and selection at prices that'll floor you, visit the Winchester Carpet Outlet, just off State Route 32 on Tri-County Road, just a few miles west of Winchester, Ohio, and online at winchestercarpetoutlet.com.
When you want the best in quality, you buy local. Nowhere is this more true than when it comes to the meat you serve on your dinner table. Rosslow Freezer Beef has been the local, family-owned and operated choice in Fayetteville and Brown County for more than 40 years. And at just $5 per pound for ground beef, they're the reasonable choice too. Call Mark or Jenny Rosslow to order or pick up by the quarter, half, or whole beef cow. That's 513-403-9265 for Rosslow Freezer Beef. 513-403-9265.
Welcome back to the Southern Hills Community Bank Tip-Off Show. We are just about ready to honor America here courtside, so we're going to hold off on that Fayetteville Lady Rockets roster. Right now, we will talk about what we have happening the rest of the week. Well, it's kind of thin compared to the way it has been as we progress in tournament action. We do have a game coming up on Thursday night. Excuse me, that'll be on our sister station, 99.5 The Edge. It'll be Georgetown, that's the boys, the G-men, facing off against number 3 seed Marymount from Princeton High School. Tip-off for that game is 7:30. Then on Saturday, we've got some games for you. North Adams Lady Green Devils will start the day at Waverly High School at 1 o'clock. That game will be on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV. Then we'll have the Ripley boys from Ross High School on 99.5 The Edge. That game also will be at 1 o'clock. And then we'll have another boys game at 6:15 on C103. And we'll talk about that after we honor America here courtside. We're back right after this on C103.
Who is Barry Chevrolet? Why don't you ask your friends and neighbors? Because after 70 years and 4 generations in the automotive industry, odds are we've made a happy customer out of somebody you know. Hard-working, proud Americans drive Chevrolets, and that's why we sell them at Barry's. Hats off to everybody driving a Silverado truck. You're my kind of people. Barry Chevrolet, your best deal dealer.
Our beliefs matter. They're reflected in our words and actions. At First State Bank, we believe in treating people well, and have since 1884. Listening, caring, looking out for each other. It's what people deserve. It's what a real local bank does. While lots of things have changed over the years, our belief in you hasn't. First State Bank, built on belief.
Taste the snappy tomato pizza difference for yourself. Order from Seaman at 937-386-1010 or from West Union at 937-544-5583. Order online at snappytomato.com. That's the sound of your truck losing you money. Whether you're a major trucking operation or an independent owner, you're losing business. Let me give you some advice. Call Willie & Son Trucking. Their certified Caterpillar, Cummins, and Detroit experts can get your truck moving so you can get back to doing business. Call Willie & Son Trucking for an overhaul or glider kit rebuild at 937-763-9521. Keep your business rolling with Willie & Son Trucking.
Welcome back to the Southern Hills Community Bank Tip-Off Show. Chris, now we can look at that Fayetteville Lady Rockets roster.
Thank you, Ken. The Lady Rockets coming in with a record of 16-7. 12 girls on the roster, led by Lily Carlier, number 2, a 5'6" sophomore. A freshman at 5'8", Cara Rummel, wears number 5. Ava Baker is a sophomore at 5'6", wears number 10. Number 11 is Victoria Thompson, a junior at 5'9". Riley Kleemeyer is a 5'10" junior, wears number 12. Ava Korsmeyer wears number 13. She's a 5'9" freshman. A sophomore at 5'5" is Scarlett Crawford, wears number 14. And Christina Murphy wears number 22, a 5'10" freshman. Another freshman at 5'9", Aubrey Barber, wears number 23. Autumn Waddell is number 24, another freshman at 5'7". A senior at 5'6", the lone senior, Elizabeth Attinger, number 45. And Lily Kaufman, number 54, a 5'9" junior. Coached in their third year by Tori Rummel, assisted by Russ Ward, Josh Rummel, and Jason Barber. Athletic director is Tyler Kingus, principal Rodney Wallace, and superintendent is Tim Carlier.
All right, that's a look at the roster for the Fayetteville Lady Rockets. Let's go ahead and talk about starters because I think we're going to quickly move to a tip-off.
For the Lady Eagles from Middletown, it's Whitney Shower, number 3, Jenny LaRue, number 5, Olivia Shower, number 11, Ava Jordan, number 13, and Hannah Geis, number 34. That's 3 juniors and 2 seniors. For the Lady Rockets, they are starting 3 freshmen, a sophomore and a junior. Lily Carlier is number 2, Cara Rummel, number 5, Riley Kleemeyer is number 12, Aubrey Barber, number 23, and Autumn Waddell is number 24.
So experience-wise, it does lean toward Middletown Christian.
I got that backwards. I'm sorry. Autumn Waddell is not starting. Christina Murphy, number 22, is. My apologies.
All right, the visiting team, of course, is the Middletown Christian Lady Eagles. They are in their visiting blue uniforms with white numerals, white and gold stripes. And the Fayetteville Lady Rockets in their home whites with green numerals, green lettering, and some black stripes as well. Of course, the folks on TV don't need me to tell them that, do they?
That's true.
But you got to remember, all you folks watching on Goodguysradiotv.com, we also are on radio. So that's why sometimes we might describe a little more than you would think. Well, at least a little more than you see happen on ESPN. Let's put it that way. Middletown Christian will control the tip with the basketball. LaRue facing off against man-to-man defense. She's got it out top, gets rid of it to Shower. That's Whitney Shower. Shower dribbling over on the right-hand side, back out top to LaRue. Now goes left side to Ava Jordan. Popping out for it's going to be Hannah Geis. She'll hand it off to Olivia Shower as they work it out around the three-point arc.
Yeah, very intense defense by the Lady Rockets, and the Lady Eagles showing good patience there with setting up that offense. Almost got a steal there.
Yeah, almost turned it over. A shot from 14 feet out, up, no good. That was off the hands of Shower, and a putback. Was that Shower again on the putback? I know she was battling. Geis was in there as well. Either way, it did not drop. For Middletown Christian, it'll end up out of bounds, and it'll now be Fayetteville ball.
Middletown fairly close by here. Not a bad drive. Home of baseball's Kyle Schwarber, of course.
Driving inside, a scoop shot by Rummel is no good. Rebound's going to be controlled by the Lady Eagles. And with it over on the right-hand side, LaRue lobbing it inside to Geis. She's double-teamed, kicks it out to Jordan for a 3. That's no good. Rebound controlled by Kleemeyer.
Lady Eagles starting out the game 0 for 3 from the field. Here comes the Rockets.
Murphy to Rummel. She likes the 3. That one's no good, but a long bounce out to Carlier. Back inside to Kleemeyer for 2. It's no good. And on the rebound, we got a dual possession as Murphy will tie up Jordan.
So Lady Rockets matching the Lady Eagles now 0 for 3 from the field as well, each with a missed 3 and two missed 2s.
After the basketball game, we hope to talk to a very happy Tori Rummel. Happy because of a win is certainly what we'd like to see for our Fayetteville Lady Rockets. That'll be the ACRMC Family Medicine Coaches Comment Show. And unfortunately, the Lady Rockets are going to lose out of bounds. I think Barber dribbled off her foot.
Yeah, it was an unforced error there. Went out of bounds and nobody was there to catch it. Unfortunate.
LaRue will have it out top to set the offense for the Lady Eagles. No score yet. 6:20 to go in the first quarter. Left side Shower with it. She'll bring it top of the key. Reverses right side LaRue. She likes the three. That one doesn't draw iron, and it's saved back inbounds to Rummel. Rummel's going to push it up the floor. Passes left side to Carlier. Out to Murphy for a three. That one also missing the iron, and it'll end up out of bounds off of the Lady Rockets.
We talked about how these teams are evenly matched. Both of them now 0 for the 4 from the field, not hitting any shots yet.
Well, I think everybody's got to settle down and get into their game. Lady Eagles with the basketball. Little backcourt pressure. With it over on the left-hand side is going to be Shower. She'll bring it top of the key, behind the back dribble. Passes left side Jordan. Now back out top. It'll go to Shower. That's Olivia Shower. She tries the three. It's no good. Rummel with a rebound. Outlet pass. Or I'm sorry, that was Kleemeyer to Rummel. Now Murphy. Left side Carlier for three. That's no good. Kleemeyer with a box out and couldn't get to it. Actually beating her there was Barber. But Barber ends up saving it to nobody. Ends up out of bounds. So the Lady Eagles will bring it the length of the floor, and they're going to face full court pressure. Looks like full court man-to-man pressure. Lady Eagles will inbound. With it is going to be Whitney Shower. Shower's going to dribble it up the floor. No problem with that pressure. Passes it out top to LaRue. Now left side, it'll go to Jordan. Back out top to LaRue. Fayetteville still holding in that man-to-man defensive set. Look for them to pull out a 3-2 trap at some point. Dribbling it around to the right side. Pass will go to Shower. That's Olivia Shower. Tries to lob it into Geis. Nice job. Rummel helps out with the backside defense to block it out of bounds.
I think Kleemeyer thought that ball went off of Middletown. She probably had a chance to save it right there. Didn't do that.
Middletown will inbound with Whitney Shower pulling the trigger. Goes left side to Olivia Shower. Shower will hand it off to Whitney Shower. She likes the step back three and drains it. First score of the basketball game will go to the Lady Eagles.
Whitney Shower, the second leading scorer on this Lady Eagles team.
And with the basketball left side, I couldn't see it there because of the official in the way. That was Kleemeyer with a three look, couldn't get it to go. Got her own rebound, and the putback is good.
Kleemeyer averaging 8 rebounds a game. That's good enough for third in the Shack.
Biggest basketball game of the year is coming up. That's the 39th annual C103 Senior All-Star Game. And Fayetteville, did they get a steal? No, she stepped out of bounds. The Shack C103 Senior All-Star Game, North Adams High School. Of course, the girls and the boys and the cheerleaders will all play. C103 scholarships will be awarded. That'll all be happening on March 22nd.
Substitution Scarlett Crawford for the Lady Rockets. Number 14 steps in for Aubrey Barber.
They try to lob it inside. It's blocked. Coming up with it is Rummel. I think that was Murphy maybe that tipped it, or was it Kleemeyer? Either way, Murphy now with the basketball to Carlier. They kick it out. Rummel baseline for two. Off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound fought for. Eagles are going to have it.
It's now 1 for their first 8 for the Lady Rockets shooting-wise.
3:47 to go in the first quarter. And they've had Geis inside as Murphy fell down. They didn't see her in time. That was a lucky break there for the Lady Rockets because Geis would have been wide open. They try to lob it in again, and again it's blocked. The Lady Rockets are doing a great job stopping that inlet pass. Kleemeyer on a drive, can't get it to go. Murphy on the backside with a rebound is fouled.
Murphy's listed at 5'10", Geis listed at 5'11", but there's a definite height advantage by Hannah Geis over Christina Murphy.
You know what, though? I think Christina Murphy's got a little more vertical leap than she does. Kind of evens it out.
Substitution for the Lady Eagles. Jenny LaRue steps out, is replaced by Jillian Geis.
They'll swing it around to Carlier. Right side three. It's good.
Lily Carlier with her first basket of the night, averages 8.7 points per game.
Shower brings it up the floor this time. Dribbles to the right side. Makes it down near the right side low block and gets tied up in a dual possession. It'll stay with the Lady Eagles. Our producer back in the studio. We want to thank her for engineering both of our games tonight, Sarah Rigdon. She'll bring you the Higgins Steel Roofing Studio update at halftime. Part of our Barry Chevrolet halftime show. They go into Geis. She kicks it right back out to Jordan. And now Whitney Shower for three. It rims around and goes through.
Both three-pointers coming for the Lady Eagles from Whitney Shower. She has 6 points now.
Rummel with the basketball, dribbling left side. Goes into the corner for a quick shot by Crawford. No good. Kleemeyer with a little help from Murphy and a putback, no good. And then she's fouled on a second attempt and will go to the line to shoot two.
That foul's on the Lady Eagles. It'll be on number 12, Jillian Geis, her first, team first. That will put Riley Kleemeyer at the line. She's a 62.1% free throw shooter.
Let's take a look at the H&R Block scoreboard update brought to you by the tax professionals at H&R Block in West Union. First free throw by Kleemeyer is good, and we are tied at 6 apiece with 2:40 to go in the first.
This Rockets team, a 61% shooting team as a team from the free throw line, third best in the shack. Second free throw was good.
1 point advantage now for the Fayetteville Lady Rockets. Lady Eagles with the basketball. Whitney Shower with it, dribbling on the right-hand side near the volleyball line. Goes left side to Jillian Geis. Back out top to Shower. They're doing a great job covering up Geis inside, Hannah Geis.
Yeah, that's all Christina Murphy in there. And like I said, I think there's a few inches advantage for Hannah Geis. But Christina Murphy doing a fantastic job inside. Gets another tip and steal.
Yep, again, another steal because they tried to feed it into Geis. Ahead it will go to Crawford. Crawford's going to drive in left side, off the glass. Oh, it's no good. And Hannah Geis pulls down the rebound for the Lady Eagles, but her outlet pass is blocked by Kleemeyer. It ends up out of bounds off Fayetteville.
Very aggressive with the hands is Fayetteville tonight, playing very good defense. Substitution for the Lady Rockets will be Victoria Thompson. She'll replace Riley Kleemeyer. And for the Lady Eagles, number 5, Jenny LaRue will come back in. She'll replace Ava Jordan.
Chris and I will name a Snappy Tomato Pizza player of the game after this one. And they don't have Snappy Tomato Pizza here, do they, Chris? We were going to get some pizza until we found out it wasn't Snappy's. We got hot dogs instead.
Yeah, it was one of their competitors that will remain nameless. Turnover down on the other end as they dribble on the baseline to step out of bounds.
Minute 47 to go in the first quarter. Fayetteville now facing full court pressure. Murphy with it and might have got fouled, but no call. Carlier on the drive is fouled and will go to the free throw line to shoot two.
Yeah, it's going to be on Jenny LaRue, her first, team second.
Did we get those officials into the game? Did we name them?
We did not. I've got those, and that'll put Lily Carlier at the line. She's a 59% free throw shooter. Officials tonight, Megan Kenny, Austin Meenick, and Jason Arthur.
First free throw by Carlier will rim out. She will get a second one. First, though, a substitution.
Aubrey Barber will step back into the game. She'll replace Christina Murphy. We'll see if Middletown has paid attention to that because they might go back in the inside when Murphy's not in there guarding Geis.
Second free throw is good. That'll put the Lady Rockets on top by 2, 8-6 here in the first quarter.
Carlier and Kleemeyer both now with 4 points apiece.
Geis in the backcourt with it, gets it to Shower. Olivia Shower ahead, and a partial block there, I think, as down inside another shot is I guess you could call it a putback by Olivia Shower, is good to tie us up at 8-all.
Little 1-2-1-1 trapping full court pressure, but Fayetteville able to break through. No issues there.
I think that was Thompson, by the way, that partially blocked that first attempt for the Lady Eagles on their last score. Crawford with the basketball falls down with it, but is able to get it to Rummel. Rummel baseline shot up, no good. And on the rebound, Lady Eagles have it. Under a minute to go in the first quarter. Lady Eagles will push it up the floor. Whitney Shower with it. They go ahead to Hannah Geis. She has to dribble it out to the corner. Feeds it inside to LaRue, who falls down with it. Yep, well, that's okay because we end up with it either way. Crawford with the basketball. Ahead to Rummel, and Geis almost gets a steal.
That was a dangerous pass.
Yeah, it was.
Covered by Fayetteville.
They go in the corner with the basketball. Barber, and she has it tipped away. It'll end up out of bounds off the Lady Eagles.
Coming in for the Lady Eagles will be number 13, Ava Jordan, and for the Lady Rockets, Christina Murphy will come back in, and making her first appearance will be Lily Kaufman. And then coming in for the Lady Eagles will be Alyssa Geis. The third Geis sister will now join the game.
Well, that'll match things up size-wise a little bit as Lily Kaufman also fairly tall. They show her at only 5'9", but I think she almost looks like she matches up against Geis. So Lady Rockets looking to inbound. They'll go to Murphy, now to Rummel. Back to Carlier for the quick three. Overshoots that one. Backside rebound, Hannah Geis. Ooh, outlet pass almost picked off by Carlier. Good smart play there, but she couldn't quite get there in time. LaRue with the basketball. Drives in, kicks it out to Olivia Schauer for three. That one is no good on the rebound. It's tipped out of bounds off Fayetteville. So the Lady Eagles will get another attempt. They still have plenty of time on the clock at 8.5 seconds. They better be careful. They got Geis. They've loaded one side. Now they're not able to lob inside to Geis, but they do go to the free throw line for a quick two by Alyssa Geis. That was no good. Rockets with the basketball. Kaufman, buzzer shot, no good. We'll end the first quarter exactly how we started it, tied 8-8. Yeah, of course, we started it 0-0. Anyway, we're back with second quarter action after this on the Shack Sports Radio Network, C103, and Goodguysradiotv.com.
I wanted to prove to myself that I could go to college and get my degree.
What if I went to Southern State? What if I'm able to go and become that nurse or that lawyer or that teacher? Southern State Community College allows students to rise above the circumstances that they're surrounded by and become something more than they ever dreamed possible.
Welcome to Jerry Haig Motors in Hillsboro, your local Chevrolet dealer for over 50 years. I am Steve Haig, owner, along with my twin daughters, Mindy and Mandy. We operate our family-owned business. We take care of our customers like friends and family. If you need a new Chevrolet or pre-owned vehicle, service, parts, or body shop, think of Jerry Haig Motors in Hillsboro. Proudly supporting the youth of our community. Stop in today for a great deal. Trade-ins welcome, financing available to qualified buyers.
Welcome back courtside. We are ready for second quarter action, and the Fayetteville Lady Rockets will have the basketball. By the way, the Ripley Jays, Lady Jays fans are already here and helping to root for the Fayetteville Lady Rockets. Fayetteville with the basketball. Kleemeyer out on the right side wing, goes out top to Crawford. Now Murphy pops out for it, right side. And they're going to open up the lane. She tries to drive in. Hannah Geis gets a steal. Geis 1-on-2 and either got fouled or traveled. They're going to say she got fouled. I think if she hadn't got fouled, we might have got a travel call there. She picked the ball up just a little bit early, but the foul is committed, and Hannah Geis is going to go to the free throw line shooting two.
That foul's on Aubrey Barber, her first, team first. Hannah Geis at the line is a 54% free throw shooter on the season.
Coming up at halftime, it'll be the Barry Chevrolet halftime report. Stay tuned for that. We'll give you the keys to the second half. First one is no good.
On the floor for the Lady Eagles, Whitney Schauer, Jenny LaRue, Jillian Geis, Ava Jordan, and Hannah Geis.
Second free throw by Geis is good, and the Lady Eagles back on top by one.
It's Hannah Geis' first point of the game. She's the leading scorer on the team, 14.7 points per game.
Crawford back out top. It'll go to Kleemeyer as the Lady Rockets will set their offense. Crawford will come out for it. She's got it top of the key off the screen. Tries to drive in, had it tipped away. She saves it back. Now driving in and dishing off to Kaufman, and it's stolen away. On the drive was Barber. Back the other direction with it is going to be LaRue. LaRue decides to drive in, goes all the way through the paint, finds Hannah Geis on the right side, low block, who puts it up and in.
Ripley looks like they are already out of energy. They need to get a pickup here.
Fayetteville, you mean?
Yes, I'm sorry.
Yeah, we're staring at the Ripley crowd and the team, by the way, already here. Timeout's going to be called by Fayetteville. We're going to take one as well. 6:55 to go in the first half. It's 11-8. Middletown Christian leading Fayetteville. We're back after this.
Do you have a roofing or siding project? At Higgins, they manufacture steel roofing and siding every business day. With 17 colors in stock and 70,000 pieces of trim, they are prepared to ship your project immediately. Remember Higgins for your 40-year warranted, Energy Star compliant, American-made steel roofing and siding. Located 7 miles west of Hillsboro on US Route 50 and on AC Avenue, just off 35 in Jackson. Call 800-782-4239 or visit them on the web at higginsroofing.com.
Welcome back courtside, ladies and gentlemen. We have one very interesting Fayetteville fan, I guess is the way to say it. Rocket Man, I guess. I don't know. Green and white hair and a mask and all decked out. I don't know who that super fan is, but he is definitely a super fan for the Fayetteville Lady Rockets. Murphy feeds it inside. Rummel has it stripped away. Geis ends up coming up with a steal, and then we commit a recovery foul. That one I think is going to go against Rummel.
That is. That's her first, team's second.
Tonight's coverage brought to you in part by Southern State Community College. Visit sscc.edu to begin your pathway to completion. Jenny LaRue will have it out top to set the offense. Passes right side to Whitney Shower. Shower way out behind the three-point line. Hannah Geis comes out for a quick touch, then back to LaRue. And now a kick. Good defense there by the Lady Rockets.
Yeah, the Rockets are in man-to-man defense here. Murphy's still guarding Hannah Geis underneath the basket or in the paint.
Well, the best defense has been just flat out denying her the ball. Unfortunately, we've not been able to capitalize much as we currently trail 11-8, but the Lady Eagles turn it over. 5 count.
Good defense still by the Lady Rockets.
Yeah, if we can just get some offense going, that'd be helpful. With the basketball, Murphy out on the left side wing. Goes out top to Kleemeyer. Kleemeyer's going to drive in. Running shot was partially blocked. It was no good. And now down underneath, Lady Eagles struggling to get rid of it, and they do. And somebody lost their hairpiece down there, or their, what do you call that? The thing that holds your hair up. I believe it's Whitney Shower. She has the basketball, goes right side to LaRue. LaRue tries to penetrate, has it tipped away. Lady Rockets are going to get tied up in a dual possession. It'll stay with the Lady Eagles. Wonder if they know that's one of the coaches sees it.
Yeah.
We don't want somebody to step on that because that would probably be very slippery. So the Lady Eagles will inbound to Geis. That's Hannah Geis inside the paint. She had it tipped, was able to get rid of it to Jillian Geis, who drives in, was underneath the basket and couldn't get a shot off. 3-point attempt by Shower is no good, and the Lady Rockets have it. They'll push it ahead to Carlier. Down underneath Crawford. Oh. Wow. I'm not sure how she got that shot to go. She was a little too far underneath the basket. Makes it a 1-point ball game.
Yeah, the pass carried her wide. She shot the ball as she was going up, but her body was going right. Another turnover there for the Lady Rockets. Good defense there by Aubrey Barber.
Murphy on the drive, gets the layup, and the Lady Rockets are back on top by 1. All because of defense. Let's do it again. Shower with the basketball, goes right side to Whitney Shower. Now out top, it'll go to Ava Jordan. Trying to get somebody off the screen. You know, almost looks like the Lady Eagles are getting a little tired. And they don't go very deep on the bench with only 8 players on the roster. Geis with it out to Jillian Geis. Now to Ava Jordan. Still 4:45 to go in the first quarter. Hannah Geis, and she tries to lob it in to Ava Jordan on a break, and it's lost away. Out of bounds turnover.
That's 4 turnovers now that the Lady Rockets have forced here in the second quarter.
This broadcast also brought to you in part by First State Bank, with locations throughout Ohio and Kentucky, and new locations opening soon in Maysville and Portsmouth. Rummel working it up the floor with Murphy. They go ahead to Barber. Now back to Rummel. Rummel in the paint on a drive, has her shot blocked. Nice block there by Jillian Geis. It's hard to get a clean block like that with somebody spinning in the paint. Back the other direction, Olivia Shower for 3. It's no good. And on the rebound, a putback is good by Whitney Shower.
That's 8 points now for Whitney Shower.
And that will put the Lady Eagles back on top, and then they get a steal in the backcourt. But a good block there, and a putback also no good. And what do we got? Out of bounds off who? That's going to stay with the Lady Eagles.
Substitution for the Lady Rockets. Riley Kleemeyer will step back in, and I'm not sure who she replaced.
Who was it, Kleemeyer?
Kleemeyer came into the game.
Who's not out there? Murphy's out there. Barber's still out there. I don't know. Good question. Hannah Geis inside the paint, puts it up and in. Just that quick. Lady Eagles jump out to a 3-point lead, and then they almost get another steal. Well, right about the time I said they looked tired, they suddenly have a burst of energy.
I believe they gave that basket to Jillian Geis, not Hannah.
Aha. Well, it's easy to make that mistake.
If you just put down a Geis on the scoreboard, you're probably going to get it right.
Well, I'm pretty confident that they're sisters. And we are going to have a traveling call against the Fayetteville Lady Rockets.
Substitution for the Lady Eagles will be Jenny LaRue stepping in. She'll replace Jillian Geis. Yeah, that was Riley Kleemeyer. She picked up her pivot foot after she got set. Wasn't even forced. Another unforced error by the Lady Rockets.
LaRue with the basketball. Hands it off to Whitney Shower. She'll bring it across the timeline. Goes off the screen, dribbling right side. Passes out top to LaRue. Now they go back to LaRue. She'll dribble it to the left side corner. Looking into Geis, tipped by Murphy and stolen away by Kleemeyer. Again, that's the best defense we've got, is just keeping it out of her hands. Crawford with it, gets it to Murphy. Murphy's going to drive in, up off the glass, and good.
Murphy is having herself a great first half. She's going to be wore out by the end of this game, one way or the other.
It's kind of a low-scoring half, 15-14. In fact, let's take a look at that H&R Block scoreboard update brought to you by the tax professionals at H&R Block in West Union. 2:46 to go in the first half. It is the Lady Eagles on top by 15-14 over top of the Fayetteville Lady Rockets. So again, the Eagles up by 1. Geis inside the paint under pressure. Couldn't get it to go. And on the rebound, it goes out of bounds off the Lady Eagles.
Substitution for the Lady Eagles will be number 12, Jillian Geis. She'll replace Ava Jordan.
Chris, you know we won't have another pregame until Saturday. We have another game on Thursday, but that's on 99.5 The Edge. So tune in on Saturday morning for pregame report with Ben Higgins, brought to you by Edward Jones Investments financial advisor Ron Lynch and Peebles Save a Lot. And Murphy gets another layup as she dribbles right past everybody to give Fayetteville the 1-point lead.
Yeah, she took that coast to coast. She got trapped down here on the volleyball line on the opposite side, but it just forced her way through that trap and took it all the way to the hoop.
Uh-oh. We've got a football pass ahead to Olivia Shower. Nice move, but couldn't get the shot to drop. Kleemeyer ends up with a rebound, but has it stolen away, and now I think we're going to see a dual possession. Eventually, we do see a dual possession.
Somebody hit the head on the floor.
Yeah, somebody definitely smacked the floor hard. I think it might have been Jillian Geis because she's getting a little help getting up.
Yeah, she did. She hit her head. She's a little wobbly, but she's going to probably stay away from her coaches so she can stay in the game. But I'm not sure she should at this point.
Yeah. The officials are going to make her come out.
Yeah.
And, of course, there'll be a concussion protocol.
Okay, well, Coach didn't want to take her out, but the referees told him to.
Yeah.
That's an interesting one. The coach didn't want to take her out.
Right. And he's still arguing
that
he could leave her in. But the officials, of course, are the ones in control of the entire game. If they say a player's out, they're out. With a basketball, Rummel out top. Dribbles to the left-hand side, and then on a break, inside was Kleemeyer. Tried to reverse. That got blocked. And the Lady Eagles end up with a rebound, but then they step out of bounds underneath the basket for a turnover. It'll go back to the Lady Rockets with 1:45 to go in the first half.
Coming back in for the Lady Rockets, Victoria Thompson. She's going to replace Kleemeyer.
Collier will look to inbound. She will go to Thompson, who has her shot blocked. Ends up back out of bounds. Hannah Geis, really all the Lady Eagles, pretty good at blocking shots. This time Murphy's going to inbound. They'll run a different play. Now they get Rummel inside. She puts it up over top. Geis, it doesn't go. And then Geis with a rebound, can't hang on to it and loses it away. So the Lady Rockets will get a third attempt here.
According to the stats, Hannah Geis only averages 1 block per game, but I have a feeling that that's got to be misleading.
Yeah. Thompson with the inbound three-point shot, drains it. 4-point lead, biggest lead of the ball game for the Fayetteville Lady Rockets.
Fayetteville back to a man-to-man full court pressure.
Whitney Shower goes quickly ahead to Jenny LaRue, left side. LaRue back to Ava Jordan. Jordan dribbling out top with 1:15 to go in the first half. Now right side, Olivia Shower. Passes left side to Jordan. Back out top, it'll go to Shower. She'll come off the screen. Tries a long two, and it's blocked. Rummel ends up with it. Murphy now with the basketball. 57 seconds to go. Quickly ahead to Barber. Oh, nice cut by Rummel. Down underneath. Off-balance shot. Couldn't get it to go. And Geis ends up with a rebound. She's having trouble getting rid of it, though. And throws it away. Nice, tight defense. Fayetteville just simply pressured Geis so that she couldn't see for an outlet pass. Timeout's going to be called by Middletown Christian, the Lady Eagles, with 44.1 seconds to go in the first half. We're back right after this on C103 and Goodguysradiotv.com.
So I thought you quit. I tried.
You know that thing can blow up in your face, right?
We just watched a video in class about how nicotine can mess up the way your brain develops.
That's the last thing you need.
But for real, you should probably tell your parents.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Hey, can you come with me? Yeah, I got you. Let's go.
We could make a big, loud, expensive promo to talk about our high school sports coverage. Instead, we'll let our coverage speak for itself.
Plenty of time for a catch and release, and
Oh, he drains it!
Right side, he pulls up for the three. He hits.
we're sitting on pins and needles, and it is good.
Cherry picking out ahead she goes.
With the tomahawk finish.
44 seconds before we hit the Berries Chevrolet halftime. Fayetteville Lady Rockets are going to have it out of this timeout. Murphy will inbound, looking to get it in, and does to Barber. Now they get it to Carlier, and oh yeah, passing lane closed up. Carlier was trying to get Rummel on a back door, and the passing lane closed. It ends up as a turnover after it gets tipped out of bounds by Carlier.
Yeah, she went to pass. She wanted to bring it back, but it's too late. The ball was out of her hands.
Lady Eagles now with the basketball and a chance to try and close the gap a little bit before the halftime buzzer. With it is going to be Jenny LaRue. LaRue has it across the timeline, and Rummel ties her up. And that will stay with the Lady Eagles. Good tight defense. Man, the Lady Rockets are really playing tough.
It's a good steal by Rummel and a good recovery by Jenny LaRue to keep that ball away from Rummel.
Yeah, she wasn't going to let go of it. LaRue has it again. Off the screen, goes right side. Couldn't get to the roll. There was a pick and roll there. Now they go into Shower. Shower has her shot blocked, and Murphy ends up with it. Still 8 seconds for Murphy to try and get a layup. She tries to drive in, has to kick it out to Carlier. Now Rummel out top for a buzzer. It's good! Wow! The Fayetteville Lady Rockets will head into the locker room for the Berry Chevrolet halftime, leading it 22-15 over top of the Middletown Christian Lady Eagles. We're back with the Berry Chevrolet halftime right after this on C103 and Goodguysradiotv.com.
Goes up, two-hand monster dunk.
Your home for Shack Sports, C103 and Good Guys Radio TV. It's almost here.
Kopus for another long three. Wow.
The biggest game of the year.
Three-point shot on the buzzer. It's up. It's good.
The 39th annual C103 Shack Senior All-Star Games are coming Friday, March 22nd. Join us at North Adams High School for a night full of basketball action, featuring the girls and boys All-Star Games, All-Star Cheerleaders, Hot Shot and Slam Dunk contests, and more. Doors open at 5. The first games tip off at 6 p.m. Be there.
ProGen's next-generation technology flooring is designed to stand up to the demands of modern life, and it's available now at the Winchester Carpet Outlet. Because ProGen is durable, waterproof, dimensionally stable, and easy to install, it can be used in any room, including rooms that are most prone to moisture and spills, like kitchens and baths. For top-quality flooring, service, and selection at prices that'll floor you, visit the Winchester Carpet Outlet, just off State Route 32 on Tri-County Road, just a few miles west of Winchester, Ohio, and online at winchestercarpetoutlet.com.
When you want the best in quality, you buy local. Nowhere is this more true than when it comes to the meat you serve on your dinner table. Roslow Freezer Beef has been the local, family-owned and operated choice in Fayetteville and Brown County for more than 40 years. And at just $5 per pound for ground beef, they're the reasonable choice too. Call Mark or Jenny Roslow to order or pick up by the quarter, half, or whole beef cow. That's 513-403-9265 for Roslow Freezer Beef. 513-403-9265.
Who is Barry Chevrolet? Why don't you ask your friends and neighbors? Because after 70 years and 4 generations in the automotive industry, odds are we've made a happy customer out of somebody you know. Hard-working, proud Americans drive Chevrolets, and that's why we sell them at Barry's. Hats off to everybody driving a Silverado truck. You're my kind of people. Barry Chevrolet, your best deal dealer.
Welcome back courtside to the Barry Chevrolet halftime. Let's look at scoring by the quarters. In the first quarter, well, we started the game tied at 0. We ended the quarter tied at 8. In the second quarter, Fayetteville Lady Rockets was kind of back and forth a little bit, wasn't it, Chris? But the Fayetteville Lady Rockets, through tight defense, very aggressive defense, were able to outscore Middletown Christian by 7 points, 14-7 in that second quarter. And they have the lead, of course, again by 7, 22-15 at halftime.
Yeah, early on in that second quarter, it was a tale of two momentums. Each team had a little bit of momentum, and then Fayetteville just turned on the defense.
Yeah.
6 turnovers in that second quarter for the Lady Eagles by the defense there, and that's what made that difference.
Yeah. We're going to talk more about stats when we come back with more of the Barry Chevrolet halftime. But first, we're going to send it back to Mrs. Sarah Rigdon in the studio for the Higgins Steel Roofing Studio Update. We're back after this.
Our beliefs matter. They're reflected in our words and actions. At First State Bank, we believe in treating people well, and have since 1884. Listening, caring, looking out for each other. It's what people deserve. It's what a real local bank does. While lots of things have changed over the years, our belief in you hasn't. First State Bank, built on belief.
Taste the snappy tomato pizza difference for yourself. Order from Seaman at 937-386-1010 or from West Union at 937-544-5583. Order online at snappytomato.com. That's the sound of your truck losing you money. Whether you're a major trucking operation or an independent owner, you're losing business. Let me give you some advice. Call Willie & Son Trucking. Their certified Caterpillar, Cummins, and Detroit experts can get your truck moving so you can get back to doing business. Call Willie & Son Trucking for an overhaul or glider kit rebuild at 937-763-9521. Keep your business rolling with Willie & Son Trucking.
I wanted to prove to myself that I could go to college and get my degree.
What if I went to Southern State? What if I'm able to go and become that nurse or that lawyer or that teacher? Southern State Community College allows students to rise above the circumstances that they're surrounded by and become something more than they ever dreamed possible.
Welcome to Jerry Haig Motors in Hillsboro, your local Chevrolet dealer for over 50 years. I am Steve Haig, owner, along with my twin daughters, Mindy and Mandy. We operate our family-owned business. We take care of our customers like friends and family. If you need a new Chevrolet or pre-owned vehicle, service, parts, or body shop, think of Jerry Higg Motors in Hillsboro. Proudly supporting the youth of our community. Stop in today for a great deal. Trade-ins welcome, financing available to qualified buyers.
Do you have a roofing or siding project? At Higgins, they manufacture steel roofing and siding every business day. With 17 colors in stock and 70,000 pieces of trim, they are prepared to ship your project immediately. Remember Higgins for your 40-year warranted, Energy Star compliant, American-made steel roofing and siding. Located 7 miles west of Hillsboro on US Route 50 and on AC Avenue, just off 35 in Jackson. Call 800-782-4239 or visit them on the web at higginsroofing.com.
So I thought you quit. I tried.
You know that thing can blow up in your face, right?
We just watched a video in class about how nicotine can mess up the way your brain develops.
That's the last thing you need.
But for real, you should probably tell your parents.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Hey, can you come with me? Yeah, I got you. Let's go.
The Lady Eagles committed 6 turnovers in the second quarter, 5 in the first. So 11 turnovers for the Lady Eagles compared to only 5 for the Lady Rockets. The Lady Rockets' problem is they're just not shooting the ball well. First quarter, they shot 12%, 2 of 16. Second quarter, they upped that, though. They shot 46% in that second quarter, but still for the game, 27.6%. Oddly enough, the Middletown Lady Eagles shooting 27% from the field as well.
Yeah, they've also struggled a bit shooting-wise, but again, it goes back to defense on both sides. Lady Rockets are contested every time they get inside the paint. Hannah Geis is extremely difficult to shoot over top of. You said she was only averaging 1 block a game, but she's got 3 or 4 here in this first half at least.
Yes.
And again, it seems like all of the Lady Eagles are pretty good at blocking shots. Their basketball awareness or where the ball is, quick reflexes, quick hands, they're able to get a hand in there and disrupt the shot anytime that Fayetteville, almost anytime they get inside. Now, Murphy, on the other hand, she's been able to drive in and get a couple layups to go.
Yeah, Murphy put that team on her back in that second quarter on the defensive side along with Cara Rummel, and then Murphy was able, because of her defense, was able to get 6 points there in that second quarter.
All right, that's a look at what we saw out there in the first half. Chris, let's talk real quick about what we would need to see in the second half I guess realistically, I know we probably got some of the Lady Eagles fans watching us on Goodguysradiotv.com, but we're here for the Fayetteville Lady Rockets, so we want them to keep doing what they're doing, which is playing that tight defense. Middletown Christian, I'm not sure what kind of changes they would need to make. Somehow get it into Hannah Geis, I guess.
Yeah, I think they've just got to settle into their half-court offense, the Lady Eagles do, and get that ball underneath the Geis more often. The Lady Rockets need to keep up that defensive intensity and are able to turn those into points when they do get that intensity going, as long as they keep that going.
Did you talk about individual scoring for the first half?
I did not. Whitney Shower leads all scorer with 8 points from the Lady Eagles. Hannah Geis with 3 points. Jillian Geis with 2 and Olivia Shower with 2. Lily Carlier scored 4. Cara Rummel 3. Victoria Thompson 3. A huge 3 there near the end. Riley Kleemeyer with 4 points. Scarlett Crawford with 2. And Christina Murphy leads the Lady Rockets with 6 points.
So on the Lady Eagles side, it's Hannah Geis who's way off the mark on her point average.
Yes, sir.
So that's that defense again, as they are doing the Fayetteville Lady Rockets doing an excellent job of denying her the basketball. We are ready for second half action. That'll do it for the Barry Chevrolet halftime show. The clock still winding down. Fayetteville Lady Rockets will have the basketball to start off the second half. And Chris, there must be a hospitality room somewhere.
Well, if there is, we haven't found it yet.
No, we haven't. All right, Lady Rockets have the basketball. I'm not going to elaborate any more on that. So they're going to turn it over. Well, almost turn it over, as Lady Eagles couldn't hang on to it. They ended up losing it out of bounds. So Lady Rockets will retain possession. They will now inbound underneath. Do we have starters out there for both teams? Did you already do that?
I did not, and I forgot to look, and I think there are on both teams.
Hook pass inside to Murphy. Oh, she tried to pass it back out in the corner to Carlier, and she had already broke to the basket. Yeah. So that ends up as a turnover.
Yeah, Murphy, Barber, Kleemeyer, Rummel, and Carlier out there for the Lady Rockets. For the Lady Eagles, Whitney Shower, Jenny LaRue, Olivia Shower, Hannah Geis, and Ava Jordan.
Yep. Well, the basketball is going to be Whitney Shower right side. Goes out top to LaRue. They'll reverse it left side, Jordan. Now Hannah Geis is going to come all the way out near half court just to get the basketball.
Lady Rockets still in man-to-man defense. Christina Murphy still guarding Hannah Geis.
LaRue with the basketball, dribbling over on the right-hand side. Back out top to Shower. She'll dribble it over to the left-hand side. She'll try to drive in, running shot up, no good. Fight for the rebound. Barber ends up with it. She'll push it up the floor to Carlier. Carlier driving in on the right-hand side is fouled on the layup attempt and will go to the line to shoot 2.
That foul's on the Lady Eagles, Olivia Shower, her first, team first. And just as an update, Jillian Geis took a little hard fall earlier in that second quarter. She is up and moving. She's moving her. She's running around, trying to get the trainer to clear her to get back in this game. Seems like she's in good shape.
Yep. We'd like to thank another one of our season sponsors, Adams County Medical Foundation. They ask that all parents and grandparents talk to your teens about the dangers of vaping. Download the Talk They Hear You app for more information, and both free throws were good.
Give Lily Carlier now 6 points with those 2 free throws. She's 3 for 4 from the line for the game.
9-point lead for the Fayetteville Lady Rockets, biggest lead of the ball game for either team. Shower with it across the timeline, dribbling out top. Still facing man-to-man defense. She'll go left side. They are fronting Geis, and now a steal by Kleemeyer. Kleemeyer on a run out, layup is good.
Good defense by Kleemeyer there.
Hannah Geis is going to come down to help her teammates out as they were facing denied pressure on the inbound pass with full court man-to-man. She'll hand it off now to Olivia Shower. Shower off the screen, goes right side. The rollout is Whitney Shower. And
she took a hop, yeah.
Yep, and the officials saw it. She is called for the travel. I'm not sure why the coaches, that was a pretty easy call,
yeah.
I thought. Yeah, she hopped after she was running when she caught it and then took a hop to set herself. That is a travel all day long. Rummel, left side, long 2. It's short, no good. Kleemeyer with a save. Nope, it ends up out of bounds. Turnover. 6:05 to go in the third. Also like to give a shout out to Willie & Son Trucking. They bring you our post-game report. Stay tuned for stats, coaches' comments, and more. And Lady Eagles struggling with it. They're able to get it across the timeline now to Shower. Left side, it'll go to Jordan. Inside to Shower. Back out top to LaRue. LaRue passes right side to Olivia Shower. She'll bring it top of the key. Likes the 3. It's no good. Kleemeyer on the rebound. Outlet to Barber. We're going to see a little full court pressure now. Ahead it goes to Rummel. Back to Barber. Out top to Carlier. Now Barber and right side Rummel. Almost had a double dribble there. Inside to Murphy, back out to Rummel. She'll drive in, off balance shot, no good. Kleemeyer put back, no good. And then Hannah Geis pulls it down for the Lady Eagles. 5:12 to go in the third quarter. With it is going to be Whitney Shower. Feeds it ahead right side corner. With it down there is going to be Olivia Shower. Tries to lob it inside, and again it's stolen away and then lost away. Well, unfortunate turnover for turnover there, as the Lady Rockets, with the denial defense on Hannah Geis, got a steal, but then lost it away.
Scarlett Crawford entering the game for the Lady Rockets, replacing Aubrey Barber. And Jillian Geis comes back in the game. She's going to replace Ava Jordan. So good for Jillian.
Chris and I still have another game yet to go for you. The Ripley Lady Jays will start that game with our Southern Hills Community Bank tip-off show. Southern Hills Community Bank with 8 locations throughout Adams, Brown, and Highland County. Jillian Geis has it stolen away on a pass out top. Kleemeyer for the layup. It's good. Timeout. Middletown Christian Lady Eagles, as the Lady Rockets have scored 6 unanswered points here to start the second half. We're back after this on C103 and Goodguysradiotv.com.
We could make a big, loud, expensive promo to talk about our high school sports coverage. Instead, we'll let our coverage speak for itself.
Plenty of time for a catch and release, and
oh, he drains it!
Right side, he pulls up for the 3, he hits.
We're sitting on pins and needles, and it is good.
cherry picking out ahead she goes.
With the tomahawk finish.
Goes up, two-hand monster dunk.
Your home for Shaq Sports, C103 and Good Guys Radio TV.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. 4:34 to go in the third quarter, and the Lady Eagles have yet to score in this quarter.
Wrong roster. Ava Jordan. Both 13s are Avas. Ava Jordan for the Lady Eagles checks back in.
Lady Eagles will have the ball out of the timeout. They're going to have to bring it the length of the floor under full court pressure.
Okay, bad news is Jillian Geis, who was in there, had to come back out. She's back talking with the trainer, so she must have some residual effects from that hit on the head.
Yeah, and she looks like she is very upset over there on the bleachers. I assume that's either from pain or the fact that she'd like to be back in this game. Step back 3 is no good. That was off the hands of Olivia Shower, and on the rebound, it's fought for. It ends up out of bounds off Fayetteville.
Not sure how Fayetteville lost the ball, got lost, blocked by a referee, but they had 2 players down there to get their rebound, lost it out of bounds.
Well, I don't think they ever quite had a good grip on it. Inbound will go all the way out top to Olivia Shower. They try to lob it into Geis, and they overthrow it, and with it is Rummel. Another turnover by the Lady Eagles. Rummel ahead, left side, Kleemeyer. Back to Rummel, and yep, she traveled. Good call there by the officials. Turnover. Lady Rockets. Well, if we could capitalize every time, it'd be nice, but.
Yeah, they've already forced 5 turnovers by the Lady Eagles right now so far, but have some points to show for it, but not much. There we go. Here's another one.
Another steal. Rummel for the layup. It's good. And that makes it an 8-0 run for the Fayetteville Lady Rockets in this quarter. Lady Eagles bringing up the floor this time with Olivia Shower. She dribbles to the left side corner and is going to get caught in a trap. Has to throw it off Carlier out of bounds to save the possession. Again, the Ripley Lady Jays facing off against Legacy Christian in game number 2 tonight on C103. Chris and I will bring you that game as well. Olivia Shower has, I think that was tipped on a 3-point look. It was no good, and with it is Murphy.
Good defense by Carlier to block that 3.
Kleemeyer for a long 2. It's good. Well, I should say mid-range 2. It wasn't a long 2.
Kleemeyer now is the first person in double figures with 10 points. She has 6 here in the third quarter.
LaRue brings it across the timeline this time for the Lady Eagles. Gets it in to Hannah Geis. She kicks it back out left side to Olivia Shower for a long 2. That's no good. And Murphy with the basketball in the backcourt.
Got some serious competition for that Snappy Tomato Pizza Player of the Game for these Rockets. Assuming they hold on to win.
It's going to be a tough choice.
Count our chickens yet.
Right. Crawford with the basketball. Gets it to Collier, and yeah, they call her for the travel. That might be questionable because it almost looked like one of the Lady Eagles had their hand on the ball, which I guess would have been a dual possession.
Well, if it wasn't on the ball, it was on something else, and it would have been a foul. So something else should have been called, but it's okay.
Well, if it had been a dual possession, it still would have been a turnover. Lady Eagles with the basketball. With it on the left-hand side, Jordan goes out top to LaRue for 3, and she drains it.
That's Jenny LaRue's first points of the ball game.
And the first basket for the Lady Eagles in the second half.
5.5 minutes into the quarter, they finally score.
Crawford drives inside, dishes off, shot up, no good. That was by Murphy, and on the rebound, Lady Eagles have it. Now with the basketball is going to be Whitney Shower. Shower passes left side to Ava Jordan. Out top, it'll go to Olivia Shower. Shower off the screen, dribbles right side, picks up her dribble, looking inside, finds Ava Jordan at the elbow. Jordan kicks it back out to Whitney Shower, who drives the baseline and steps out of bounds. Turnover, Lady Eagles.
That's the 7th turnover now. Coming in for their Lady Rockets will be number 23, Aubrey Barber. She's going to replace Lily Carlier.
Let's take a look at our H&R Block scoreboard update brought to you by Jeff Newman and the staff at H&R Block in West Union with 1:53 to go in this quarter. And we've got an official timeout. I'm not sure exactly what it's for, but it is 32-18, Fayetteville leading Middletown Christian.
Well, the referee called a timeout, but Coach Rummel over there was calling a 5-0, or 5-out, excuse me. Offensive scheme.
And she thought it was a timeout.
Yeah.
All right. So Crawford with the basketball. Murphy pops out for it, right side. And it looks like a zone now. Looks like a 2-3. They go inside to Kleemeyer. Kleemeyer underneath, up and in.
Good job by the Lady Rockets to beat that zone. They're trying to stop that ball inside with that defense.
Well, a smart move there by the Lady Eagles to try and change it up a little bit. But realistically, the half-court offensive set is not where Fayetteville's winning this game. They're winning it off of steals and tight pressure defense. Right side corner with the basketball. I think that was Olivia Shower. Goes back out top to Whitney Shower. And the Lady Eagles down to a minute to go in the third quarter. Shower dribbles left side. Passes back out top to LaRue. LaRue off of a screen goes right. Now gets it to Hannah Guys, but she's double teamed and almost gets tied up. Back out top it'll go. They'll reverse left side. Whitney Shower's going to try and penetrate. Running shot, no good, but she's fouled. Well, that'll put the Lady Eagles on the free throw line to shoot two.
That foul's going to be on the Lady Rockets. That's going to be on Scarlett Crawford, her first, team first. Not a whole lot of fouls called in that first half, so nobody in foul trouble at all for either team. That will put Whitney Shower at the line shooting two. She's a 64.6% free throw shooter.
Before we get into game number two, we'll have your wrap-up from game number one with stats. The ACRMC Family Medicine Coaches Comment Show will also name a Snappy Tomato Pizza Player of the Game. That's all part of the Willie and Son Trucking post-game.
Substitution for the Lady Rockets, number 11, Victoria Thompson replaces Riley Kleemeyer, as does Lily Kaufman. She'll replace Christina Murphy.
Little extra breather heading into the fourth quarter, if I had to guess. Another substitution.
Alyssa Geis, the other Geis sister, she'll give Hannah Geis a break. And we'll have another substitution, but yep, we'll go ahead and get her in. That'll be Aliana Tobler, or Ali Tobler. She'll replace Jenny LaRue.
All right, what are we waiting for? Waiting to make sure there's not going to be any more subs, I guess. Head coach Tori Rummel having a conversation with one of the officials as well. So Whitney Shower back on the free throw line. By the way, she made the first one. She'll get a second. And that one is also good. Make it 34-20. 14-point lead for the Fayetteville Lady Rockets. They still have 36 seconds to go to get another shot off here before we head into the fourth and final quarter. Thompson with the basketball left side. Still against this zone. Now gets rid of it to Crawford. Right side it goes to Rummel. Back to Crawford. Still 21 seconds on the clock. Thompson likes the three. Oh, I thought that was going to go. It did not. And what do we got? Backside rebound finally tracked down by Barber. Thompson with it again, right side. Drives to the right side. Block. Shot up. No good. And this time on the rebound, it goes out of bounds off the Lady Eagles.
Good hustle there by Scarlett Crawford to force that ball to go out of bounds off of the Lady Eagles.
So Fayetteville, one more opportunity here with 6.8 seconds. They'll inbound to Rummel. Now to Thompson. Crawford. 3 seconds for the shot. No good. Thompson still enough time for a putback, but it's no good. We'll end the third quarter with the Fayetteville Lady Rockets leading it by 14, 34-20. We're back with fourth quarter action right after this.
We could make a big, loud, expensive promo to talk about our high school sports coverage. Instead, we'll let our coverage speak for itself.
Plenty of time for a catch and release, and
oh, he drains it!
Right side, he pulls up for the three, he hits.
We're sitting on pins and needles, and it is good.
Cherry picking out ahead she goes.
With the tomahawk finish.
Goes up, two-hand monster dunk.
Your home for Shack Sports, C103, and Good Guys Radio TV. It's almost here.
Kopus for another long three. Wow.
The biggest game of the year.
3-point shot on the buzzer. It's up. It's good.
The 39th annual C103 Shack Senior All-Star Games are coming Friday, March 22nd. Join us at North Adams High School for a night full of basketball action, featuring the girls and boys All-Star Games, All-Star Cheerleaders, Hot Shot and Slam Dunk contests, and more. Doors open at 5. The first games tip off at 6 p.m. Be there.
Fourth and final quarter. Lady Rockets outscored the Lady Eagles by 7 points in that third quarter. They went on an 8-0 run to start the quarter. Outscored them 12-5.
In there for the Lady Eagles will be Whitney Shower, Jenny LaRue, Olivia Shower, Alyssa Geis, and Hannah Geis. For the Lady Rockets will be Cara Rummel, Victoria Thompson, Scarlett Crawford, Aubrey Barber, and Lily Kaufman.
Well, they tried to go inside, well, they did go inside to Hannah Geis, but she had to kick it back out. Alyssa Geis left side. Now they try to go back again to Hannah Geis, and I think they're going to say a foul was called, and that was an oops foul. I think they're trying to decide how they're going to do it. Yeah, Hannah Geis is called. Rummel was able to get the steal, and Hannah Geis committed an oops foul. It's not like she meant to commit a foul.
Coming in the game for the Lady Rockets will be number 22, Christina Murphy. She replaces Aubrey Barber. Yeah, that steal, if they would have called that foul on Cara Rummel, she would have got the worst of it. She got a nice elbow in the jaw.
Right. Crawford with it in the backcourt to Murphy, and Murphy is fouled.
Yeah, that's going to be on number 5, Jenny LaRue. That's her second. That'll be the team's second here in the fourth quarter.
So Lady Eagles are going to try and step up the defense here a little bit in this fourth and final quarter. Lady Rockets so far have been the defensive leader in this game. Thompson with it, left side, back out top to Rummel. And are we still in a zone defense, it looks like, for the Lady Eagles? I think it's a 1-3-1. With it now is going to be Rummel. They may try and run some clock and see if they can pull the Lady Eagles out of this. Thompson, they try and get her in a trap. Now it goes back to Rummel, and then right side Murphy. Murphy penetrates and then passes back out to Rummel.
Yeah,
I think the Lady Rockets are going to try and run clock a little.
Fayetteville not in a hurry to drive the ball in, but then we have a steal.
You got to take care of it, though. As Shower with a steal, stops and pops, no good. Murphy with it on the rebound, has it taken away by Shower. Another attempt, and then Rummel gets it to Crawford, who loses it away. Hannah Geis now has it. Whitney Shower in the corner. Olivia Shower for 3. It's no good. And Kaufman pulls down the rebound, and Fayetteville calls the timeout. Going to try and settle everybody down a little bit. 6:33 to go in the ball game. Fayetteville leading at 34-20 over top of Middletown Christian. We're back right after this on C103 and Goodguysradiotv.com.
ProGen's next-generation technology flooring is designed to stand up to the demands of modern life, and it's available now at the Winchester Carpet Outlet. Because ProGen is durable, waterproof, dimensionally stable, and easy to install, it can be used in any room, including rooms that are most prone to moisture and spills, like kitchens and baths. For top-quality flooring, service, and selection at prices that'll floor you, visit the Winchester Carpet Outlet, just off State Route 32 on Tri-County Road, just a few miles west of Winchester, Ohio, and online at winchestercarpetoutlet.com.
When you want the best in quality, you buy local. Nowhere is this more true than when it comes to the meat you serve on your dinner table. Roslow Freezer Beef has been the local, family-owned and operated choice in Fayetteville and Brown County for more than 40 years. And at just $5 per pound for ground beef, they're the reasonable choice too. Call Mark or Jenny Roslow to order or pick up by the quarter, half, or whole beef cow. That's 513-403-9265 for Roslow Freezer Beef. 513-403-9265.
The winner of this basketball game will advance to play this Saturday at Troy High School in Troy, Ohio. That time has not been released yet. I think that might be because of a conflict, possible conflict with the Fayetteville boys team as well. Rummel has it on the inbound, gets rid of it to Murphy, and she's double teamed and has it taken away. With it is going to be Olivia Shower. And now Shower again with it out top. Dribbles to the right-hand side. Goes back out top to LaRue. LaRue left side. Oh, Kleemeyer rejects that shot. And Crawford with it falls to the floor and is fouled. Well, Lady Eagles are really stepping up the defense. But this late in the basketball game, if they're not careful, they're going to collect a bunch of fouls and put Fayetteville on the line.
Yeah, that foul's on number 25, Alyssa Geis, her first, team third. Saves Fayetteville from getting trapped in that corner there, deep against their own corner there.
Well, they're going to go over top of the full court pressure. Ahead it will go to Rummel. Rummel on a drive, up and in. Wow, got that to go over top of Hannah Geis.
That's 7 points now for Kara Rummel,
16-point lead now for the Fayetteville Lady Rockets. Lady Eagles have it. LaRue will bring it up the floor. Hands it off out top to Whitney Shower. Shower off the screen, goes left. Puts it in the hands of Alyssa Geis. And now LaRue has it baseline. Back out top to Alyssa Geis. And now a three-point by Olivia Shower. No good. And on the rebound, briefly had it, was Jenny LaRue. And then it ends up as a dual possession, which will go the way of Fayetteville. LaRue couldn't hang on to it. Rummel will have it on the inbound, goes back to Murphy, and nobody guards Murphy, so she's going to dribble it up the floor. Right side corner, Kleemeyer. Back out top to Rummel. 5:17 to go in the ball game. You can listen to C103 anywhere and everywhere as long as you've got your smart device. Visit C103.fm, click on Listen Live. Oh, Lady Rockets with a travel call. If you have an Alexa device, well, you can just ask Alexa to play C103 Country.
I think it's very promising that the Lady Rockets out there have 2 freshmen, 2 sophomores, and a junior playing in a district semifinal at this level.
Right.
That's good for next year.
I would agree, Chris. You know, I hadn't really thought about that. Just exactly how young this ball club is. LaRue driving left side baseline, gets caught in a double team and finally gets rid of it to Hannah Geis. Now Alyssa Geis top of the key for 2, no good. Rebound down underneath LaRue with a putback that's no good. And then Whitney Shower is able to get the rebound. Gets it out to Olivia Shower, and the Lady Eagles will reset. Step back 3 by Shower, no good. Who's got the rebound? It's Hannah Geis. Has to get rid of it as she almost fell down with it. Shower has her shot blocked, and Kleemeyer ends up with the ball. Outlet pass to Rummel. Ahead it goes to Carlier. Carlier to Murphy. Now left side Crawford. Crawford faked the shot, drove in, got too far underneath, and hit the bottom of the backboard. Crawford gets a steal back, though, and is fouled as she tries to drive back in again, and that'll put her on the free throw line.
The foul's on the Lady Eagles, number 34, Hannah Geis, her second. That'll be the team's 4th here in the 4th quarter.
Chris and I are going to honor one of these outstanding young athletes after the game when we name them the Snappy Tomato Pizza Player of the Game.
That is going to be a tough decision.
Yes, it is. Crawford gets her first one.
Substitution for Lady Rockets, number 23, Aubrey Barber comes in replacing Carlier. And for the Lady Eagles, Ava Jordan will come in. She'll replace Alyssa Geis.
Still 4 minutes and 8 seconds to go in the basketball game. Thanks again to another one of our season sponsors, Health Source of Ohio, providing a unique and comprehensive approach to health right in your community. Second free throw was also good. Lady Eagles under full court pressure, still trying to get it across the timeline, and they do. By the way, 18-point lead now for the Fayetteville Lady Rockets. This is a little more lopsided, Chris, than we thought we would see.
Just the defense that Fayetteville has put on has really shut down this really impressive Middletown team. They're not someone to overlook, and Fayetteville did not overlook them.
Well, they were prepared to deal with Hannah Geis, who, by the way, almost loses it away. It ends up going out of bounds off of Fayetteville. So Lady Eagles will look to inbound again. They'll go in the corner to LaRue. LaRue on a drive. Kleemeyer blocks the shot and ends up with the basketball. She's got Rummel on a run out for a wide open layup, and it's good.
Here, I'll try something. You've been listening to the game here on C103 and watching it on Good Guys. Tweet me at Chris D. Blanton. Tell me who you think we should name as the Snappy Tomato Pizza Player of the game. Get a little poll from the audience.
That tweet again is what?
Chris, K-R-I-S, D as in dog, Blanton, B-L-A-N-T-O-N. at Christy
And a three-point shot off the hands of Olivia Shower is good. And that's the first basket of this quarter for the Middletown Christian Lady Eagles. They trail the Fayetteville Lady Rockets 23-40. Timeout on the floor. We're going to take one as well. We're back right after this.
Who is Barry Chevrolet? Why don't you ask your friends and neighbors? Because after 70 years and 4 generations in the automotive industry, odds are we've made a happy customer out of somebody you know. Hard-working, proud Americans drive Chevrolets, and that's why we sell them at Barry's. Hats off to everybody driving a Silverado truck. You're my kind of people. Barry Chevrolet, your best deal dealer.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Fayetteville Lady Rockets are going to have to bring it the length of the floor, and they again are going to face full court pressure. And they've got Kleemeyer over on the left-hand side. She'll get it on the inbound and will dribble it across the timeline. They almost tie her up in a dual possession. Barber ends up with it, and Barber on the drive puts it up and in. Well, nobody was down underneath to stop Fayetteville if they made it past the full court pressure, and they did.
That's back-to-back assists for Kleemeyer, too.
LaRue passes left side corner to Olivia Shower. She'll get it out top to a long three look by Whitney Shower. That's no good. LaRue with a rebound, saves it back into Hannah Geis, and then she's fouled. So Hannah Geis is going to shoot 2, I believe.
That foul's on Christina Murphy, her first, team first here in the fourth quarter. Hannah Geis going to the line shooting 2. She's 1 for 2 from the game. You can see the frustration on Hannah Geis's face. She was not expecting this pressure.
Well, head coach Tori Rummel, and I know her assistant staff as well, Russ Ward, Josh Rummel, Jason Barber, also pretty good at analyzing teams, and they've had a lot of looks at Middletown Christian in tournament action. And they were prepared for Hannah Geis and knew how to deal with her by just denying her the pass. I mean, that's been really the key in this game, which is going to factor in on that player of the game with defense.
Very true. Hannah Geis missed both free throws.
And the Lady Rockets will inbound it after it got tipped away. And Barber has it as they make it past the full court pressure. Barber to Murphy. Murphy dribbling left side, tries to go out top to Rummel. It's tipped away out of bounds by Whitney Shower. 2:19 to go in the ball game. H&R Block. They sponsor our scoreboard update. We'd like to thank Jeff Newman and his staff. If you have not had your taxes done yet, well, go see the folks at H&R Block in West Union. They sponsor our scoreboard update. Crawford with a nice head fake drives in and is fouled. Currently, Fayetteville is leading Middletown Christian 42-23 with 2:12 to go in the ball game. And Crawford on the free throw line shooting 2.
Alyssa Geis with the foul. It's her second, team 5th. Scarlett Crawford 2 for 2 from the game, from the line for the game. Make it 3 for 3.
Be sure to tune in this week to C103. We will let you know when this team is going to play, unless head coach Tori Rummel already knows. We'll be talking to her in the ACRMC Family Medicine Coaches Comment Show. If she knows what time this game will be, we'll let you know in the interview. But otherwise, we'll announce it this week on C103 at what time the Fayetteville Lady Rockets will play the opponent already determined, Fort Loramie, the #1 seed. That's who they will play on Saturday at, again, an undetermined time from Troy High School in Troy, Ohio, and a turnover by the Lady Eagles.
That will be a very tough matchup for these Lady Rockets, but
it will be. They've had tough matchups the last 2 years against Tri-Village. Murphy with it. Dribbles up the floor, goes right side Barber. She'll try a 3. That one's no good, but Crawford has the rebound. Put back no good. Kleemeyer with another putback. That also misses, and now Barber has it. Well, almost had it. Murphy saves it. Nope, Murphy's fouled.
That foul's going to be on, I think, Alyssa Geis, given her reaction. Yes, it is.
Yep.
That's her 3rd.
Minute 37 to go in the basketball game. Fayetteville absolutely in control of this game. By the way, this broadcast is for the private use of the Dreamcatcher Communications audience. any other use or descriptions or accounts of this game without the consent of C103 or Goodguysradiotv.com is prohibited.
Christina Murphy at the line, 54% shooter. She makes her first free throw. We're going to have substitution. Number 13, Ava Jordan, will come in, replacing Alyssa Geis.
By the way, it should be about halftime for the Fayetteville Rockets. That's the boys on our sister station, 99.5 The Edge. Free throws were good. It's been an excellent shooting night for Fayetteville. Have they? I'm sure they've missed at least one free throw. By the way, Lady Eagles turn it over. Lady Rockets, again, just such tough defense. Have they missed any free throws?
They missed one in the first half.
And that's it?
First quarter, actually.
Yeah. Rummel has it out top. They're going to work it back and forth, as I think it's about time to stick a fork in it. Rummel working it with Barber. Quick touch from Murphy. Well, she's not done. She drives the right side of the lane and is fouled on the attempt and will shoot two.
I believe that's going to be on number 5, Jenny LaRue, her third. Christina Murphy will go back to the line. She's 2 for 2.
Still 58 seconds to go in the ball game. First free throw by, we talked about how well they were shooting, and I jinxed them, didn't I?
That's your fault. Mass substitutions for the Lady Rockets. Number 13, Ava Korsmeyer. Number 24, Autumn Waddell. Number 23, Aubrey, nope, she's already in the game. Number 45, Elizabeth Attinger. And there's one more I missed.
Well, Waddell's got to wait for the shooter.
Yeah, Lily Kaufman went in as well. For the Lady Eagles, Allie Tobler checked in.
So Murphy, if she makes it, will come out. Oh, she misses it, so she'll get to stay in the ball game.
That was an on-purpose miss, but that's okay. It gets out of bounds.
So now Murphy comes out, and Waddell comes in to replace her. Lady Eagles are going to have it off of the out of bounds by Fayetteville.
Aubrey Barber stayed in the game for the Lady Rockets.
Olivia Shower goes right side to Whitney Shower. They try to lob it in, and again it's denied. That time by Attinger, but then they get it back into Hannah Geis, who is fouled on a turnaround jumper. She'll go to the line for two.
That foul's on number 54, Lily Kaufman, her first. That will send Hannah Geis to the line to shoot two. She is 1 for 4 in the game. And for those fans from Middletown Christian watching us on Good Guys Radio, congratulations to Hannah Geis on her senior season, as well as Ava Jordan.
Excellent basketball player. Geis and Jordan both really, but especially Hannah Geis, just looking at how she's done this season point average wise. Pretty impressive ball player, but the reason she didn't perform well in this game is all because of the Lady Rocket defense. She does get both free throws, by the way, to make it 46-25. Fayetteville on top, and that got tipped into the backcourt, I guess, because they didn't call an over and back for Barber. Now Attinger with it. Goes to Waddell. Waddell reverses it right side to Korsmeyer. Korsmeyer feeds it inside. Kaufman on a turnaround is fouled. Lily Kaufman will go to the free throw line to shoot two. .6 seconds to go in this basketball game. Game number 2, it'll be Legacy Christian facing off against our Ripley Lady Blue Jays. Be sure to stick with us for that. We'll have our Southern Hills Community Bank tip-off show to start things off. First free throw is no good. Kaufman will get a second.
That foul was on Hannah Geis. It's her third.
Second one is good. Make it 47-25. That might be your final score. Lady Eagles still enough time to get a final shot. But obviously, the Fayetteville Lady Rockets are going to come out with a victory here this evening. For the basketball, Olivia Shower passes it to Tobler out top. Now to Whitney Shower. Shower off the screen, goes right, gets it inside to Hannah Geis. Hannah, right side low block, shot up, no good. That's how we'll end the ball game. The Fayetteville Lady Rockets get the victory in the district semifinals, 47-25. They'll move on to face Fort Loramie on Saturday, and we do not know the time of that game yet. We'll give it to you when we find out. Stick with us. The Willie and Son Trucking postgame coming up right after this.
Our beliefs matter. They're reflected in our words and actions. At First State Bank, we believe in treating people well and have since 1884. Listening, caring, looking out for each other. It's what people deserve. It's what a real local bank does. While lots of things have changed over the years, our belief in you hasn't. First State Bank, built on belief.
Taste the Snappy Tomato Pizza difference for yourself. Order from Seaman at 937-386-1010 or from West Union at 937-544-5583. Order online at snappytomato.com. That's the sound of your truck losing you money. Whether you're a major trucking operation or an independent owner, you're losing business. Let me give you some advice. Call Willie & Son Trucking. Their certified Caterpillar, Cummins, and Detroit experts can get your truck moving so you can get back to doing business. Call Willie & Son Trucking for an overhaul or glider kit rebuild at 937-763-9521. Keep your business rolling with Willie & Son Trucking.
I wanted to prove to myself that I could go to college and get my degree.
What if I went to Southern State? What if I'm able to go and become that nurse or that lawyer or that teacher? Southern State Community College allows students to rise above the circumstances that they're surrounded by and become something more than they ever dreamed possible.
Christian by 7 points, 14-7. That gave Fayetteville a 7-point lead at the half, 22-15. In the third quarter, Fayetteville again continues with a tight defense as they outscored Middletown Christian 8-0 to start the quarter and outscored them in the quarter 12-5. So another 7-point advantage in that quarter to give them a 14-point lead heading into the fourth and final with the score 34-20. And in the fourth and final, again, Middletown Christian struggling. They were only able to put 5 points up on the board in that quarter as well. Fayetteville scoring 13. That's another 8-point advantage, and that gives Fayetteville a 22-point victory, 47-25, as the Lady Rockets advance in tournament action, and they advance to the district finals. Stick with us. We have more of the Willie & Son Trucking postgame coming up right after this on C103 and Goodguysradiotv.com.
Welcome to Jerry Haig Motors in Hillsboro, your local Chevrolet dealer for over 50 years. I am Steve Haig, owner, along with my twin daughters, Mindy and Mandy. We operate our family-owned business. We take care of our customers like friends and family. If you need a new Chevrolet or pre-owned vehicle, service, parts, or body shop, think of Jerry Haig Motors in Hillsboro. Proudly supporting the youth of our community. Stop in today for a great deal. Trade-ins welcome, financing available to qualified buyers.
Do you have a roofing or siding project? At Higgins, they manufacture steel roofing and siding every business day. With 17 colors in stock and 70,000 pieces of trim, they are prepared to ship your project immediately. Remember Higgins for your 40-year warranted, Energy Star compliant, American-made steel roofing and siding. Located 7 miles west of Hillsboro on US Route 50 and on AC Avenue, just off 35 in Jackson. Call 800-782-4239 or visit them on the web at higginsroofing.com.
So I thought you quit. I tried.
You know that thing can blow up in your face, right?
We just watched a video in class about how nicotine can mess up the way your brain develops.
That's the last thing you need.
But for real, you should probably tell your parents.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Hey, can you come with me? Yeah, I got you. Let's go.
Joining us, a very happy head coach, Tori Rummel.
Yes, very happy. So excited for the girls. Very excited for them.
For the third year in a row,
yes,
you are heading to the district championship.
We are. We're very proud of that. Extremely proud.
And I say third year in a row, but that's just for you. I don't remember if I can't remember back that far. 4 years ago, did you make it to the or did the?
We didn't make it to the. We did not make it to the district. We made it pretty far out in the sectionals, and that's just going off of memory for me.
You get back more than a couple years, it starts to get foggy for me.
Yeah. I'm sure Coach Sheets will clarify for us if we need that to happen.
He would definitely know.
Yeah, he could probably tell you how many points each of them had and what the score was and run it down for us.
Well, let's talk about the important game we just saw. Chris and I expected it to be a much tighter basketball game. You and your coaching staff scouted Middletown Christian and nailed it.
To a T. We really did. We stayed behind and watched the game a little bit, and then we had we had film. We took it apart. We knew what they were trying to do. We really weren't worried about the full court pressure just because any one of these girls can handle the ball, and they do a fantastic job at it. We know that if it takes all 5 of us to beat a press, then it takes all 5 of us to beat a press, and we can do that. On their end, number 34, fantastic player. We watched her, but we know that they like to force it into the middle. They like to isolate her, force it into the middle, and she likes to back you down into the paint, get to where she wants, and then that turnaround jumper.
But you got to have the ball first, and you guys denied her the ball.
Yes, so we had Coach Olivia Philpott dress as number 34 for the week, and we just we told her to keep an eye on what she likes to do, mimic that, and we're going to take it away from her. And I cannot say enough about Christina Murphy. I mean, Christina Murphy's a guard. We use her as a guard. She's a great shooting guard. She handles the ball well. She sees the floor. She's leading our team with assists, but we know that she can play fantastic defense also. And we kind of went back and forth with who can cover this, who has the ability to do it. And without a doubt, Christina Murphy. And she did phenomenal.
She did. Absolutely.
Yes.
You had a good shooting night, which is nice.
Yes.
But what won this game was defense.
Defense, 100%. And that's what I told the girls. That's what's going to have to win this game for us is our defense. We have to. We know what they want to do. Now let's take it away from them. Let's deny them those options. So I thought we did a wonderful job face guarding 3 and 11, the twins. And then, like I said, Christina Murphy, just phenomenal defense. Phenomenal.
I agree, Coach. We do have to cut this a little bit short because we've got to talk about the next game coming up.
No problem. Not a problem at all.
If there's anything you left out, like for one, do we know what time this game will happen on Saturday?
If you get online and you look, it has the game times at the bottom listed, and it says that game times will be 10 a.m., 12:30, and I want to say 2 or 2:30, but it doesn't tell you what game will be played at what time.
So we still don't know.
We just know morning, early afternoon.
All right. Well, we will definitely see you there, Coach.
We'll be there.
It probably will be me.
Excited to be there.
Because I've followed you to Troy the last 2 years.
All right. Well, you're good luck. You have to be there.
Yep. All right. Yeah, you're right. I've been at each of these games here at Monroe, so looks like we're going to Troy on Saturday.
Fantastic.
All right. Head Coach Tori Rummel with your ACRMC Family Medicine Coaches Comment Show. We'll take a quick break and be back to wrap up the Willie and Son Trucking postgame right after this.
We could make a big, loud, expensive promo to talk about our high school sports coverage. Instead, we'll let our coverage speak for itself.
Plenty of time for a catch and release, and
he drains it!
Right side, he pulls up for the 3, he hits.
We're sitting on pins and needles, and it is good.
Cherry picking out ahead she goes.
With the tomahawk finish.
Goes up, 2-hand monster dunk.
Your home for Shack Sports, C103, and Good Guys Radio TV. It's almost here.
Kopus for another long 3. Wow.
The biggest game of the year.
3-point shot on the buzzer. It's up. It's good.
The 39th annual C103 Shack Senior All-Star Games are coming Friday, March 22nd. Join us at North Adams High School for a night full of basketball action, featuring the girls and boys All-Star Games, All-Star Cheerleaders, Hot Shot and Slam Dunk contests, and more. Doors open at 5. The first games tip off at 6 p.m. Be there.
ProGen's next-generation technology flooring is designed to stand up to the demands of modern life, and it's available now at the Winchester Carpet Outlet. Because ProGen is durable, waterproof, dimensionally stable, and easy to install, it can be used in any room, including rooms that are most prone to moisture and spills, like kitchens and baths. For top-quality flooring, service, and selection at prices that'll floor you, visit the Winchester Carpet Outlet, just off State Route 32 on Tri-County Road, just a few miles west of Winchester, Ohio, and online at winchestercarpetoutlet.com.
Welcome back courtside as we wrap up the Willie and Son Trucking postgame from game number 1. Chris, what do you got for stat-wise and Snappy Tomato Pizza player of the game?
Well, I've already lost my stat sheet, so I'm looking at Ripley already. But for the Lady Rockets, they had Lily Carlier with 6 points, Cara Rummel with 9, Victoria Thompson with 3, Riley Kleemeyer led all scorers with 12, Scarlett Crawford with 6, Christina Murphy with 8, and Aubrey Barber with 2, and Lily Kaufman with 1. The team shot 32% from the field, 75% from the free throw line. For the Lady Eagles, Whitney Shower had 10 points, Jenny LaRue 3, Olivia Shower with 5, Jillian Geis with 2. We'll send her our thoughts as hopefully she gets better tonight. Hannah Geis with 5 points. The team shot 8 for 40 from the field.
All right, that means we've got one final thing to do, and that's to name the Snappy Tomato Pizza player of the game.
This was an extremely tough decision.
Yes, it was.
The first half, I thought it was an easy decision. Christina Murphy had a great first half. Second half, though, belonged to Riley Kleemeyer, and she came up with some fantastic defense and steals and points when it needed the Fayetteville needed to pull away. So I went, unfortunately for Christina. I really wanted to go with Christina. I really like Christina's game.
She played some awfully good defense, Chris.
I went with Riley Kleemeyer.
All right, Riley Kleemeyer, our Snappy Tomato Pizza player of the game. And again, we'll be there at Troy High School on Saturday. We just don't know the time yet, but we'll be there to bring you the matchup with Fort Loramie on Saturday. All right, we're going to send it back to the studio for a quick break. We'll be back with the Southern Hills Community Bank tip-off show for game number 2 right after this.